Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Sugar and Sprinkle. On this video, I'm gonna be showing you how to make pan de ube. And if you want the recipe on this video, please check the description box below. I will leave a link in there for the recipe. So, first thing we need to do is we're gonna prepare the filling. Here I have an old bread that I cut into cubes, fresh milk, condensed milk, an egg, granulated sugar, ube flavoring, and a gel food coloring. You can use also a powder. I'm using a purple and a blue, and also ube halaya. So the first thing we need to do is we're gonna soak our bread that we cut into cubes. So pour in the fresh milk and let this soak for about 10 minutes. So next step is we're gonna cook this filling. Here I pour it into a pot, and we're gonna cook this in a medium high heat. So add your granulated sugar, the egg, condensed milk, and stirring it in. So just keep stirring it until the mixture start boiling, as you can see. I think I cooked mine for about 30 minutes. We want to make sure that our mixture is not sticking to the bottom of our pan. So at this point, you can add in your halaya. And again, mix it in. You want to make sure the ube halaya is well combined to the bread mixture. So at this point, you can add in your food color. So just continue stirring it until you reach the soft paste consistency. Here I add in a tablespoon of butter. It's optional. If you don't want to, you don't have to add it in. So once you reach this stage, your filling is done. Then now you can add in your ube flavoring, and then you turn the heat off too. And you're gonna let this cool down completely. is cooling down, let's prepare our dough. Here I am using a bread flour, milk, granulated sugar, butter, yeast, eggs, and a gel food coloring. So activate the yeast by adding a tablespoon of granulated sugar into the warm milk, and then whisk it in, and then sprinkle the yeast, then whisk it in again, then set it aside. So now combine the granulated sugar and the bread flour together. And to knead my dough, I am using my bread machine. You can use your hand or you can use a stand mixer if you have one. So now my yeast is activated. Into my bread machine bucket, I poured in my milk and yeast mixture. To that, I add in my butter. At this point, you can add in your gel food coloring. Add in like 2 drops. Then the flour and sugar mixture. And lastly, add in the eggs. And then I'm gonna let my bread machine to knead my dough until it's smooth and elastic. So my bread machine just finished kneading my dough. It is now ready to transfer into the grease bowl. So in the bowl, I add in like half a tablespoon of vegetable oil, just to prevent my dough from sticking, from drying out. If you find your dough it's so sticky, add in a tablespoon at a time of flour. And then you're gonna let this cover for about 1.5 to 2 hours until it double in size like this one. This is ready. So into the work surface, I just try to deflate the air out. And then you're gonna divide this dough into 2 as equal as possible. Take the other half into the bowl and cover it. And work with the other half. So flatten it with a rolling pin. Like about 1/4 of an inch thick. Once your dough's flattened out, you can start adding your filling. Start spreading it. So I add in half of the filling. I'm using an offset spatula. It's easier to spread the filling. Once your filling is all spread in, then start rolling your dough into a log. seal it. And then you're gonna start cutting this, divided it into 1.5 inch thick. And then you're gonna bake this into the oven, 350 degrees Fahrenheit, for about 20 minutes. But before baking, brush it with the egg wash. It's 1 egg diluted in a tablespoon of milk, so that you can have a nice glossy finish on the top of your pan de ube. See, I cut in like 1.5 inch. So my pan de ube just finished baking from the oven, and this is what it looks like. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Until my next video, take care. Bye. I want to show you what the inside look like before I go. And that's the inside. Look at that feeling. Bye, guys.